Shalom, this is Yehudit Gold Farm in Spot. Want to share with you movements for the 38th day of the Omer count, 5785, 2025. For those of you who've been following me, you know that the colors that I wear each day, for me, would help remind me of what day it is. It's Tiferet, Yesod, using the rainbow system. It's a green for Tiferet, it's my top, and for the whole week, it's red for Yesod. And I'm doing two different kinds of red today, two different kinds of green, and for my scarf, it's the usual day of the week, which is Wednesday, the fourth day, which is Nessa. So I have these three energies, reminders all day long. So we're in Tiferet, harmony, beauty, balance. It's represented by the Cholam, where you have a dot above the head, and the head is bent, and then you open out and around. So there's a sense of seeing things from a larger perspective, an all-encompassing perspective. And there's a sense of humility that actually comes in that, to say, aligning oneself with something higher, something greater, something beyond, something that holds me. All of that's part of the Tiferet way of being in the world. And then the whole week is Yesod, which is the Vav again. It's the Shuruk. So it has the Vav, the bent head, and the feet grounded and knees slightly bent, parallel with each other. And the dot, or the heart, as Zoom picks it up as hearts, is in the center and goes, ooh. So you're going out from your center, outward. Ooh, it's connectingness, the foundation of being in a dual world with duality, and being connected both from the inside out, ooh, and within yourself, the communication and the ability to recognize that you have many layers that need to communicate with each other, and that we live in many layers that need to have interactions and relationships. So it has to do with relationship. That's part of my double colors all the way through, and the two hays of the different worlds, the world of conceptual world and the actual manifestation world in the Yud K Vav K, that these Shuvah represents, that there's this way we're living at many levels at all times. And it's very evident in today's movements, because both Tiferet and Yesod are on the center line of the Tree of Life. And the combination of Tiferet is the Cholam, so it's oh. God moves to the center of your heart for Yesod. Ooh. Oh. Ooh. Oh. Ooh. Now do it at the three levels of soul and nefesh, that gives us our vitality, our life energy, the physical level. Ruach, which is the emotional dimension, but that also has to do with call it spirit sometimes. It's an energetic level of connecting the physical with the spiritual, and it's very much the Vav that is in both Tiferet and Yesod. And then there's the Neshama for the third time. I do it a kind of a blessing and a kavanah of trying to fix the level of the intellect, but also the spiritual dimension and connectedness and creativity. And added to these three that I'm doing, I'm also showing people the letter for the day. The 38th day of the Omer count we're at, which is 5 weeks and 3 days, is a Mem, a final Mem. So the shape of the Mem, I'm starting this way so you can see it. That's its little tip of the ear. So the shape of the Mem is like a square with a little extra extension. You can do it back and forth on each side with a rocky motion. And it's a kind of like bringing something to completion, but a sense that each ending is also a new beginning. And it's coming from the word, the word for today actually, in the 67th Psalm. Goes with today is not new, which is to yield. The earth yields forth its produce, and I feel it's so appropriate for this connection between Tiferet and Yesod, and the final Mem reminding us each time we come in a cycle. Each day, as one cycle ends, another one begins. So I want to bless us today for this awareness of where our blockages are, where those infestations that the prayers talk about are in our life that keep us from being who we have to be fully, who we're meant to be fully in this lifetime, particularly in the way we have balance and perspective and connection and alignment with something greater in ourselves within the realm of all relationships, communications, intimacy, generation, giving birth in Yesod. So there's a very beautiful focus today on the center alignment in the Tree of Life. And it's also another thing that occurred to me was that the Mem is the pathway, according to the Ari, between Netzach and Hod, which feed into the triangle with Yesod. It's kind of Netzach and Hod come down from Tiferet and go into the center again with Yesod. So there's this beautiful pattern that creates between Tiferet and Yesod, with the Mem being that connection between. So many blessings to all of you today, the 38th day of the Omer count. And you can check out more videos on my YouTube site, Yehudit Goldfarb 5008. And there's from the last 3 years, and I'm going to start putting up some from this year. Blessings to you all.